What's up, Rare Moment fam? Happy Sunday. I'm AG. This is Cole. We are the Rare Moment. Today we're going to be doing a little season recap here today, going back from the beginning here of this year all the way up until now, and kind of give you our thoughts, our feelings, what we've been burned on, what we haven't been burned on, and where we kind of look about this going forward. So before we get into this content here today, please hit that like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter at The Rare Moment, and when you're on the go, find us on Spotify. So to start this video off here today, I think it's just kind of good to go back from the beginning and talk about a little strategy and kind of start from the beginning and talk about where a strategy is now. So you got on Top Shot a little before me. You know, what was your strategy kind of coming into this thing?
Well, first off, I just remember before or at the beginning of the NBA season, I mean, I think I speak for the both of us when I say neither of us had ever heard of NBA Top Shot before. Neither of us were from the NFT world, the crypto world. I had no idea what an NFT even was. So this whole season has really been kind of a culture shock to me, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you stated, I got in late January-ish. And my first ever pack that I was in on was the first Cool Cats drop. I just remember setting my alarm for like 9 a.m. or whatever when it was coming out on a Thursday or Friday. And I woke up, tried to get in. And this was when they had the first come, first serve basis on all the packs.
Man, how that changed.
Didn't get one. I just kept seeing all the packs dwindling down in numbers, getting pissed off that my Dapper wasn't loading. It just kept saying like, loading or refreshing or whatever it was saying, and didn't get one, but luckily they did make it up to all the collectors who missed out a couple days later by sending us a free pack, or not a free pack, but a chance to buy one. And then we got into February, we got into the absolute peak of Top Shot so far. And I'm trying not to get super frustrated again, but just I mean, that time was just so crazy. I mean, at that time, I only had $230 invested into it, and my account was valued at a little under 9K.
Unbelievable.
And I am just absolutely kicking myself since then for not selling anything. It was a really stupid move by me, just being naive, thinking that, oh, it's going to keep going up. It's not going to crash down. I don't have to sell anything. Just wait for these to keep going up and make even more money. And that backfired, obviously, because around late March, we see the entrance of the rookie badges emerge, and that's kind of where our downfall, so to speak.
That's where it all started to go sour.
Yeah. I think both of us were really high on the rookie badges going, dude, once these rookie badges come out, man, these rookie moments are going to skyrocket in price. We weren't the only ones. There was a lot of people with that same strategy too. Yeah. But obviously, around that late March, early April timeframe is when the market really started to come down. And then
I think
we see where it's at now.
I think that was my overall first strategy, and that's when I was getting in. It was, just getting the base packs and feeling it out. And then you and I were talking about all the rookies and the badges. And I just went for it, and I grabbed a bunch of them, already when they were a few $100, thinking this was going to go up. And it was my first real experience of failure on Top Shot, and you just see those.
I think a lot of people's.
Anyone who got in February, you guys know who you are. We're all feeling the same way. We're all still optimistic about the future, but still... you can't help but be upset when you look at your account, So, after that, I kind of realized, hey, we got to start looking at some different strategies here, and it can't just be as easy as buying moments and flipping. The market was continuing to go down. We're in March. So at that point, with the market going down, my thought was, hey, let's get invested into some series ones. These are going to probably hold the most value over time. So it was somewhere in between that middle range. And I think it was like late March, I kind of started getting my hands on Series 1 moments, and I think I own about 20, 21, somewhere around there right now. And that was, I think, like my first real like long-term strategy was like, hey, I'm gonna go after series ones. They might go down more. I can pick some up later, but I just want to get my hands on now. I wish I just would have held
Yeah, just
off.
waited till now.
Hindsight's 2020, of course.
Yep.
But, hey, what are you going to do? You have
Yep.
strategies and you got to implement them.
Yep. Exactly.
I know that you and I, over the course of this season, once they kind of started growing and giving us more roadmaps, when they talk about the trade tickets, you and I implemented that strategy of, well, let's just start getting into these base packs and say, if there's not good cereals, then we're just going to save them for trade tickets.
Yep.
And TBD on that. We still haven't heard anything on Series 1 in about a month and a half now, and we don't know what they're going to do with that. But, hey, you and I have a bunch of trade tickets, and I think you and I are pretty, happy with where our moment collection is at if we do want to go that route and trade some tickets in, which I'm still a little skeptical on, but...
There's definitely going to be some risk involved, but they have stated that there's going to be other forms of utility to where you can use your trade tickets on. So
Yeah.
even if we strike out on the Series 1 reserve packs, it sounds like we're going to be able to use those moments elsewhere.
And I got pretty lucky because I collected all those Series 1 moments, which when they released the collector score, really helped me out. So I didn't really have to strategize too hard, I think, like a lot of other people did when they came out with that collector score, because there's a lot of people when they only had maybe 10, 15 moments at the time. And when the collector score comes out, they got to go buy, and they got to, you have to make that decision. Hey, am I going to start being a collector here? Or is this something just for fun? Do I want to get into rare and legendary drops, or am I okay with just the base drops?
Yep.
So
exactly.
I kept still building my score. I'm still not there at I think my collector score right now is like 9,100, somewhere around there. I'm trying to get up to that 10,000 range. I'm trying to get up there to where it's like guaranteed I can get into legendary drops every time. Like, that's important to me, is to be able to get into rare and legendary drops if I want to. So that's kind of one of my strategies still is, and that goes along with the whole trade tickets thing.
Yep.
Is I'm scared to kind of offload all those moments because I'm scared that I won't be able to get into some of these rare and legendary drops. So
yeah, and I think that's probably a thought that other collectors have had. So maybe that's why, like I said earlier, that they're going to be using other forms to where you can trade in the tickets, because it would just be an absolute crusher to send in all those moments and then strike out on Series 1 reserve packs. And you're going, well, what the hell? I just traded in 50 moments for nothing, and my collector score takes a hit, so I can't get in on the next rare legendary drop.
Exactly.
What the hell? Like, what am I supposed to do now?
Another thing that we've learned over the course of this year as far as strategy goes is knowing what packs to get into and which ones not to get into. I know you were burned badly on
the throwdowns.
On the throwdowns one. And I mean, hey, there's people that benefited from that pack, and there's a lot of people who didn't. And I think after that pack, you and I really learned and was like, hey, we need to start being a little more selective and look at, really, like, we were already going through the moments that would be in there. But, we were really diving in, at least, I know you were. We were really diving into those moments of, is this going to be worth it? Like, can we flip this if we want to? Is this a good long-term hold? So, I think that's some advice, not financial advice, disclaimer, please, but just advice. Just do, like we've always said, do due diligence. Look, if you want to get into a pack, look into it first. Make sure you know what's in it.
I think the main problem for me on that one, and a lot of other people that got burned on that one, is just they released too many packs for a rare drop. Obviously, I mean, agree. It was like 82,000 or something, and it was $149. Since then, they released another one that was like 33,000 packs for I believe like $99, and then that $24 one where they released, or no, maybe it was the 33,000 packs one, I think, was the $24 pack. Yeah. And then the most recent one was $79, and they only released 6,000 of them. So
I think that throwdowns is literally the only rare pack I haven't gone for.
Yeah, and that's like one of two, I think, that one of three actually that I've gotten as far as the rare moments go, or rare packs go. And yeah, absolutely got burned on that. Had to take a pretty hefty loss on it, but yeah, I got the Isaiah Stewart throwdowns, ended up selling that for like $60, less than, you know, $80 loss or something just right there. But ended up getting a Kevin Porter Jr. throwdowns instead, just kind of trading in that moment because I like the Porter Jr. moment
Yeah.
long term better. So I like him as a player more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think for both of us, we've kind of had pretty similar strategies
Yeah.
the whole season as far as loading up on the rookies in preparation for the rookie badges. And then once that didn't work out, going after the series ones. Like you said, you had roughly 20 series one moments in your collection. I got about 10 in mine. So feeling pretty good about that. And then also getting the trade tickets, those undesirable moments, you know, the 30,000, 35K serial numbers, just keeping those for when the trade ticket feature is eventually launched. And then once a collector score came out, just trying to build the score, getting more moments again, collecting those trade tickets to help build the collector score. So
Exactly. Yeah, just growing with Top Shot over time, and that's all we can do as
yep,
you
you
know,
got to adapt.
as collectors and investors. Is you just got to adapt to what Top Shot's doing, which kind of brings us into our next little segment here, and you know, talking about moments that we're excited about.
Yeah, it's not all doom and gloom on
Yeah,
top.
long term. You know, and like we've preached over the course of us being around so far, one of our biggest strategies is, you know, kind of diversifying, getting your rookies, getting your future Hall of Famers,
Think long term.
right, getting the top players in the league that are going to be in the playoffs every year. You know, your Hardens, your Westbrooks, your
Yeah,
Durants, your
being on
Currys.
prime time every night in the national headlines. Those are going
Exactly.
to be the guys that people want to buy. They're not only going to hold the most value, but probably more easy to sell compared to guys that people haven't heard of. So,
Exactly. So let's talk about a few moments here, and we don't got to get to them, Deck, because I know we're excited about all of our series ones.
yeah.
But let's start with you, and let's talk about a few moments that we're just excited about to hold long term, and just kind of see where they go.
So, I guess my first moment that I'm really excited about, I'm a Hornets fan. Obviously, you can see the pennant behind me. I have a Series 1 Top Shot debut, Miles Bridges. Obviously, he's not a superstar or anything, but he's like 22, maybe 23 by now. I still think he has a lot of potential to grow. He took a pretty good leap this past season, and I think he's going to continue to grow very well alongside LaMelo. Just throwing him some lobs every game. So fun to watch.
Yeah,
As a
absolutely.
Hornets fan, he's super athletically
Oh, he
gifted.
had that throwdown dunk
Yeah,
was
on
probably
Capella.
the best moment of the year.
Yeah, I really want that moment for sure. But yeah, that one in particular, I'm really high on. I want to hold on to that for quite a long time. Then also my very first moment, the Kemba Walker moment, I've mentioned a few times that was the first
Sentimental
moment I
value.
bought. Yeah, the sentimental value. It's not a great moment, but it's in the bubble. It's only 2,500 mint count, so sentimental value on that one. Then I guess my last one, as far as the series one goes, that I'm super excited about. Well, I guess kind of two in the same breath would be my Carmelo Top Shot debut because he's a Hall of Famer, obviously, and then just a Giannis Series one at a 1,500. Dude just won Finals MVP and his first title, and it's so freaking scary to think that he's only 26 years old, already has all these
Wild.
accolades. Who knows how many more awards he's going to get by the time his career is over? I mean, he could be in the league another 10, 12 years,
Oh yeah.
racking up a couple more
Easy.
titles, defensive player of the years, MVPs,
Yep.
finals MVPs.
Easy.
So, I mean, I got to think 5 years from now, even with how many Giannis moments there are in Top Shot, a Series 1 Giannis has got to hold some pretty
You
significant
would
value,
think.
I would think.
You would think. Yeah, and I have a few Giannis series ones that I'm excited about long term for sure. I would say I'm really excited about. I have a Steph Curry series one as a Warriors fan. It's a really awesome 3-point buzzer shot, and I just love the moment. I love him. He's got a little less years left than Giannis does. A little more
Yeah.
tread on the tires. But I think they're going to continue to make runs. I mean, Curry's one of the best players of all time. So
Yeah, he's
excited
going to be a Hall of Famer.
excited to where see his moment goes. I got a Draymond Series One Top Shot debut. So just collecting my Warriors that I'm excited about. I do have a little strategy, kind of touching just back on the first a little bit. that I've wanted to say for a while is we don't know what Top Shot's going to do going forward. So I'm kind of planning for anything, and I would really like to believe at some point they're going to be selling bundles of moments. You know, they're going to allow us to sell
I would think
bundles.
so.
So, you know, I'm saving up my Curry Series 1, Draymond Series 1, going to be looking for that Klay Thompson. Might even collect a Wiseman here. And, you know, hey, if the Dubs win another championship, package that up and hopefully ship that off at some point. So those are my long-term holds that I'm excited about. I'll give one more, and that's the young player Colin Sexton. I have a Series 1 Top Shot debut of him. He's just so young, man, and he just kind of excites me as a player. He's young, he's fast, he's gritty. Not on the best team, but who knows? Maybe they either put pieces there, he gets traded. I'm excited to follow his career and see where kind of he goes.
Yep. Yeah, that Klay Thompson Series 3 Top Shot debut, I don't know what the min count is going to be on that, but that is going to be a hot commodity for sure.
Yeah. If any of
A
you
lot of
guys,
people
if
trying to
any
get
of
their
you
hands on it.
guys get this here at the Rare Moment, message me. I want it.
Maybe
But-
you guys can work out a trade.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You know, so we've been kind of touching on, you know, Top Shot changing its course over the time and releasing some stuff. So I kind of just wanted to touch on maybe just a little bit of our thoughts on Top Shot's growing pains. We know that they haven't gotten everything right, but I have enjoyed some of the stuff that they have done. So I don't want to just look on the negative here. So I'll start this off by just saying, Top Shot, I think for the most part, you've done a good job. You've had some downtimes, but I don't blame you. You know, you're a young team, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of guts to put out a product like this, and you're just not. You're going to piss most people off than most because everyone's not making money. They've seen their account value going down, but hey, they're doing their best here. I think we're going to continue to see them pushing their product. They obviously have said this is a long-term product. They are not in this for the short term. They want this to be 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the road here. So
Yep.
let's all just be patient. Let's not grill these guys too hard just because they've, you know, maybe have caused our account value to go down. Maybe we should do a better job at looking and seeing what they say and looking at their roadmaps, looking ahead, going forward. They have been doing a good job of releasing roadmaps, letting us collectors know what their intent is over time. So we should be planning our strategies based on those things. You know, what are your thoughts on Top Shot as they continue to grow throughout the season?
Well, yeah, and I mean, they continue. Probably the main reason why I'm so bullish on them is their team continues to listen to the Top Shot community. They've
Absolutely.
taken so many punches over this season and over the course of when they first started because obviously you can't please everybody. Everybody has an opinion.
Yep.
You're going to have some people that think a new idea or new feature is great, and then you're going to have another people who think that's the stupidest feature or idea that they've ever heard. And so I really just like that they will continue to listen and adapt and implement new features. And they've certainly come a long way, certainly since I first started. As far
Absolutely.
as the pack system goes, I remember when I first joined, going back to when I was talking about the Cool Cats earlier in this video, the first few packs that I was in on, they just had a first come, first serve basis. It was basically whoever had the best internet connection and whatever else, they were able to get the packs basically. And then after that, they started to implement the queue system that we have right now. And then, like I said, we still have the queue system, but now we have the collector's score. And then we're doing the multiple queues now for the rare and legendary packs. So they've definitely come a long way implementing those new features just on the pack drops.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we've seen the pack system be changed. We've seen badges as far as rookie badges, Top Shot debut badges, championship badges.
Moment increases.
Yeah, moment increases. I mean, we're starting to see a little bit of marketing. They sent 8 collectors with +1s to Game 5 of the NBA Finals. That was super sick. This coming week, they're going to send another 8 collectors with +1s to the NBA Draft. So, yeah, just they've
Creating
had so
utility,
many,
man.
creating utility. That's the name of the game
Mhm.
when it comes to NFTs in the NFT world. So, yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of new features come out this season, and I'm really excited to see what they have moving
Yeah.
forward.
And it's still weird to say that even after Series 1 and Series 2, these guys are still in beta. You know, they haven't pulled themselves out of beta because they know that their product's not 100% ready. And good on you, Top Shot, for doing that. Don't be one of those companies that pulls out of beta early because you're feeling the pressure from the community. Do it when you know it's right, and do it when you know it's where your product is. And I respect that about them because they've proven that so far, to me at least. So
Yeah.
you got to give them props. Hey, guys, just be patient with them. They're going to grow. They're going to piss us off, but they're also going to show us a glimpse of stuff that reminds us of why we still love them, why we still love the product, which leads me into our last point here. And that's just to touch on our thoughts on Top Shot going forward, which we've kind of getting into right now. So I guess I'll start off by saying I'm expecting big things from them. I'm expecting them to continue to push future utility, to continue to do stuff with the community, stuff that we've alluded to in prior videos of, how can they create future utility, whether it's keeping up their partnership with the NBA and creating, a reward system, gift cards, stuff like that. I think we see that in the future. As far as, price and stuff goes, the biggest question that I get from my friends or from people who are just maybe thinking about getting into Top Shot is, where do I think the price is going to go? And I don't have an answer for you. I really don't. I still would like to believe in the offseason prices continue to go down. And when Series 3 comes out, I would like to believe that Series 1 moments go up. If Series 3 comes out and Series 1 moments go down, I'm selling everything. I'm getting the hell out of here, and I'm running as far as I can away from Top Shot. No, I'm just kidding. But that would be scary because, it would just be very demoralizing to me if a Series 3 did drop and Season 1 or Series 1 moments went down. And it would be a little concerning.
It wouldn't make logical sense.
Logically, it wouldn't. So that's why I'm not expecting that. I'm just kind of kidding around right now. But what do you think, man? Is this the new price normal? We get that question all the time too on the channel. Is this normal? Are we going to see an increase? So what do you think?
Yeah, like you alluded to, I think we're going to continue to see more of a decrease in the offseason. Granted, we're going to have a pretty short offseason. Like, we got Olympic basketball going on, the NBA draft next week, and the next NBA season is going to be starting up in October. So roughly 3 months from now. So not a big offseason compared to a normal year. So yeah, I do expect maybe August, maybe September, maybe that's where we see the bottom as far as the prices go. Maybe I'm completely wrong and they kind of stay where they're at right now, or maybe even come up. Who knows? But like you said, I agree with you. I think they will come down in the offseason.
Yeah.
By how much? Again, we don't know. If we knew exactly how the prices were going to play out all the time, we would have been rich already. Yeah. So unfortunately, we don't have all the answers. All we can do is speculate at this point. But yeah, I do have to believe that once Series 3 does eventually come out next NBA season, that Series 1 should logically go up.
I'll tell you what you can plan for, guys, and that's what we were talking about pre-show here, and that's the increase in moments. You thought 40,000 40,000 was a lot? We've said it in future videos. Do not be shocked when there's 60,000 moments, when there's 80,000, 100,000 potentially. Top Shot, no one in that community has alluded to them decreasing it. They've only talked about increasing it. So just a heads up on that. Don't be surprised. That's what's probably going to happen going forward in Season 3. We don't know when they're going to cap it. It could be 200,000. Shoot, it could be only at 60. We don't know how far they're going to take it. But just be, be mindful of that, guys.
Exactly.
When we're doing future collecting. Is there any other thoughts that you had on the season, that you want to get out to the community before we wrap it up and get out of here?
Well, just to kind of piggyback on your last point, Top Shot has made it clear time and time again that they want to make this a easy platform to get onto for new collectors to collect their favorite players. So if you're a LeBron fan and you're coming onto the site right now, granted, he's needed in this new Quavo quest that they got going on right now, so his prices are a little bit inflated, but even just his 40K moment, his cheapest moment, is going for like $29-$30 right now. If I'm a LeBron fan, I'm coming onto the site and I'm seeing that the cheapest LeBron moment is $30, that's going to turn me off a little bit. So I definitely think maybe not in Series 3, but definitely in a couple of years from now, maybe Series 4 or whatever, we're going to see 100,000 mint count, 150,000, because if they have a higher mint count, obviously more supply, the prices are going to come down, and it's going to be a lot easier of an entry point for people to come on and collect their favorite players and players from
Exactly.
their favorite teams and players across the league. So, yeah, I mean, for me personally, like, I'm a big Hornets fan. LaMelo's cheapest moment, for example, is like $37, albeit he is a rookie, so his prices are a little inflated this year, but that's a little rich for me. I mean, $37 for one moment, even though there's 40,000 of them. So maybe once his mint size increases to 80,000, 100,000, I can grab some of those moments for 5, $10 or whatever they were, or whatever they will be.
Yeah.
And that's a lot easier of a pill to swallow, in my opinion, than
Mhm.
spending $37 on one moment. So
Absolutely. You know, I
just keep
thought
that in mind.
with my finishing thought here, I thought I was gonna come on here and rake. You know, there was a time where I thought, hey, I'm gonna come drop a few thousand. I'm gonna turn this into 15K. You know, and
Yeah.
I realized that's not happening. It's not gonna happen for possibly another few years with the kind of
Yeah.
moments that I'm invested in. So that's where my head's at. I think that is a good head state to be in because I realize that yes, you can be a good flipper, but you got to be on top of it and you really got to do due diligence and research. So for us normal people, you know, working their jobs 9 to 5, so they don't got all day to just dive into Top Shot.
Yeah.
Sit on your moments that you like and just be patient and just enjoy the platform and enjoy the off season, enjoy what they got coming up and the new features they're going to be releasing, and keep coming up with your strategies, and you know, think about what you're doing and have a plan of action. And that's some of our biggest advice that we continue to give our friends and the community members here at the Rare Moment.
Yeah, and it's certainly been a hell of a long season, a
Oh
wild
boy.
ride from when we first got on Top Shot. I've had a lot of fun. Obviously, a lot of growing pains, in particular the February spike. Not selling any moments was a obviously dumb mistake by me in
But
hindsight.
you can't dwell on that either.
Yeah, exactly. Because that'll just eat you up at night and keep you up at night in sweat and tears. And we don't want to do that. We want to look at the positive side of things.
Exactly.
And we both believe, like we've stated many, many times, that we'll continue to preach it.
Mm.
This is a long-term game, folks. So
Exactly. And that's why I want to shout out to the Rare Moment fam once again and just show appreciation to you guys because you guys are always positive here with us and we try to send that positivity back. Good vibes all around the community. That's what we're about here at the Rare Moment. You know, we don't want the Top Shots dead guy sitting on this site. No offense to you guys, but we're all about positivity here and we want to build a positivity family and we want to enjoy the ride together and we want to make money long term together. So I just want to appreciate you guys. If you guys have any comments or questions, shoot that down below in the comments section. Let us know what moments you're going to be holding on to long term, your strategies, any funny stories that you guys have from the season, whatever it is. Let us know and we can have a little discussion about it. We got some more content coming up this week. I think we're going to piggyback off this. And what is that video we got coming up? Remind me again this week.
So we are going to give our off-season wish list.
That's right.
So moments that we want to try and grab this off-season. So
Stay
stay tuned for that.
Yeah, stay tuned. A little piggyback on that. And that'll be a fun little video to go over. So we hope you guys enjoy some Sunday content. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter at The Rare Moment when you're on the go. Find us on Spotify as well. We appreciate you guys. Stay safe. We'll see you soon. Peace.